Hi there, I am Dr. LaQuita J, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about all things that in between being and becoming a pharmacist. How you doing? You all right? In this video, I want to share with you the difference between habits and routines. And first things first, we got to define these things, right? So Webster defines habits as a settled tendency or usual manner of behavior. And habits are deeply ingrained in patterns of behavior that we perform automatically, right? So think about it as there are these little small actions or decisions that we repeat consistently over time. Now, Webster, routine is, defined by Webster, is a workout part. It's as of like a entertainment or sports contest that may be repeated. Routines are a series of activities or actions that we intentionally structure in our daily lives. So routines are more the structure and sense of order we use to manage our time, efficiency, and accomplish our goals. So look at it as if habit is the one thing and routine is the cluster of habits. Habit is a city, but routine is like a county. A county contains of many cities. Like I think that's in the United States. Or let's say, baking a cake. A habit is one ingredient, but a routine is all the ingredients together that make that good cake. How about that? I know, right? I know, it's like, that's a good one, right? But routines are the ones that we use but we like routines because routines reinforce our habits, and that whether it be good or bad, they the ones that reinforce our habits. So today I want us to take time to create our routine for success, whether that's a morning or night routine, because some people are morning people, some people are like the night owls, but you have to build a routine that aligns with your goals. So first things first is ask yourself, okay, let's create a morning routine or a night routine. Which one is your preference? Let's create it. So first things first, what kind of habits do you want to include? So I think for this purpose of this video, I'm just going to stick with morning routine. I'm a morning person too, but I just always believe set your day up for success. Like you want to set your day up how you want to achieve it. So I'm just going to go there, right? So what kind of habits? What's some morning habits you want to include? Do you want to include prayer? Do you want to meditate? Do you want to exercise? Have gratitude, journaling, reading? Like those are some common habits that people like to do in the morning. So what is that thing you would like to do? And I would say a lot of times people are like, I want to pray every day, journal every day, read. That can be a lot of time consuming sometimes. So it could be a moment of just saying pick one or two for a morning routine, just to start with now, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself at all. You don't want to do that. So let's start there. Like what is your thing? If you're just saying, hey, I want to pray in the morning, okay, prayer. Are you praying in your bed? Do you want to get on your knees, go into your war room? How do you want to pray? When it comes to meditation, do you want to use an app to help you with this? Do you want to, because you gotta be specific as well, then always have to be specific. When it comes to meditation, do you want to use an app? How long you want to meditate? You want to meditate for 1 minute, 2, 3, 5, 10? How does that look? 20 minutes, if that. When you want to exercise, okay, do you want to spend 30 minutes to exercise? What kind of exercise? So you have a routine, a sense of, okay, this is going to be a habit of Mondays is leg day, Wednesdays is arm days, Fridays are full body. What does that look like? When it comes to journal, do you want to have an actual book that prompts you to journal? Or do you just want to just write your thoughts of what you're having and how you feel. If you want to read, okay, what's the goal? How many pages you want to read? Do you want to read 10 pages a day? Do you want to read for 20 minutes at a timer? Or do you want, if you're like an audible person like me, I like to time myself of doing 30 minutes a day of listening. So that's my type of reading. But the thing, all this is just pick one. This is like a routine. It can be a morning routine. It's like we can set a day routine, and that could be like you can use our habit tracker that I have inside of the guide. And that's one of the things that will be really great is create a habit tracker to notate of how you want to use it. Or how you want to make sure you are meeting on your tasks. It may be a daily thing, but it's more of, I find it more useful when you break your day up and say, this is my morning routine, this is my night routine, and then this is like my in-between routines. Like for instance, for me, the first thing I'm going to do in the morning, of course, is for me, my morning routine is a bit different. My goal is to work out. I have a thing of, I have to close at least one to two, or I would say when I work out, I have to meet half of my move goal. If you have like a fitness watch, so I have to meet like half of the move and work out. That's a morning goal for me when it comes. And then after I come back, it be some more of like gratitude. I started off with doing gratitude, just being grateful for like 3 to 5 things every single day. I found that more helpful for me. And again, I say when it comes to reading, I found that 30 minutes of me reading will be, because like I said, I'm audiobooks. I do a lot of audiobooks these days. So it's like doing like the little morning cleaning kind of sessions, or when I'm walking my dog, I tend to do that. So this is how you do, like you create the habits, identifying. The main thing is identify what habits you want to do, what habits make sense for you, and then not overwhelm yourself with them. I always say like one or two. Don't try to do too many of it, and please utilize the habit tracker as well, because as you try and you just nail down what habit works best for you, you know you're going to hit some bumps in the road. So every day is not going to be perfect, but you have to figure out just what works best for you. And then two, different seasons requires different routines. For instance, when I was in pharmacy school, I remember that I was on it. Oh my gosh, Eric Thomas, when you want it bad as you want to breathe, I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I went to the gym, and then let's do this. I had it timed out. So I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. My goal was to be out the house by 3:15. I'll say by 3:15. I only say that. Start warming my car by 3:15. From 3:15 to 3:30. Reading my little devotional I have in my car while my car warms up, and then I'll head to the gym. And then at the gym, I'll spend like between an hour and 90-minute session. So I would say we were probably at by 4:30 kind of thing. Be back at the house, let's just say 4:30, and then I will come in, of course, like shower, put clothes on, and then at least probably me to about 5 o'clock. And at 5 o'clock I would study, or about 5:30. From 5:30 I'm telling this down to science. From 5:30 to about 7 o'clock. 5:30 to 7 o'clock, I do a time of studying. This is my concentrated focus studying. Well, basically whatever I did before, I just purely study during that time, because I realized for me, and then we're talking about like your energy levels. They are so important. For me, I'm a morning person, so I can absorb information like a sponge in the morning. So I'll study, and then at 7 a.m. I will go, and that's when I'll eat breakfast. And I'll just like watch a show or something. I have my quiet time. It's those things. And then at 8 o'clock, I know, right? It's this time. And then I'll be on campus by 8 o'clock, and I'll do another hour studying, prepping, like reading over the notes, because we had class at 9. So at 8 o'clock, I will just prep, like read over the notes that the professor's about to go over. So it will be my first time seeing the information. And then 9 we have class. I know that's a whole lot, right? But it's one of those things I was saying. I was so focused. I was when you want to see as bad as you want to breathe, I was like, I got a 6-hour jump on the world, and I was fit to go get it. And it created so much discipline. But that second year of pharmacy school, I was trying at 3 a.m. It just wasn't working anymore for me. 3 a.m. was not it. So I had to say, okay, that's not my season this time. At first, I was trying to beat myself up about it, but I was like, no, it's just not my time right now. And I had to go and literally do, I started waking up at 5 a.m. and my goal was actually at 4:30, because my goal was to be at the gym at 5 a.m. because at that time I had a trainer. So we'll work from 5 a.m. to about 6:15. But it was kind of the same goal. I was still back at the house about 6:15, 6:30, showered, ready at 7 o'clock. I would still be at my desk doing my studying, have my little breakfast, and I'll study from 7 to, and then at that point it'll be like 7 to 8:30. I do a 90-minute circuit, and then I'll go and head to class for 9 o'clock. But it still was productive. It's just I didn't do as so much. I think it was the first year of not knowing what to expect of pharmacy school, and I was like, I don't know what to expect. But the second year, it got better. And honestly, 5 o'clock, I just stayed with 5 o'clock. And I think even probably my third year, I'm quite sure my third year, maybe my fourth, I went down to like 6 a.m. But that's one thing, you just find what works best for you. And even today, like after pharmacy school, I'm still mostly up between 5 and 6 o'clock. Sometimes I do get up at 4 o'clock and I move, but it's one of those things, as long as I have my routine down, not necessarily like have to get exactly at this certain time. I just know it's certain things I have to accomplish every single day. And this one is doing some type of physical activity, closing all my rings, and making sure I make time for God. That's just my quiet time. That's one of the key things for me that I tend to do. And again, it don't have to be necessarily perfect. It's all about being consistent and what's important to you. So I hope you have found this video very helpful, and I want you to take time out to really identify and play with it. You're not going to get it right the first time. Play with what works for you. And I think that's the hardest thing. Like I said, one of the routines be so structured, like, okay, journal. Like one of the things is every time is to journal every single morning. That's art. That's like, sometimes some mornings I fast and I can't journal every single morning. So I'll just say, let's just journal today at some point. And that's one thing, like, where the habit tracker comes in, because the habit tracker just lists the habits and you track them. It's not necessarily a time kind of thing. And then too, when you're building a routine, it's more so of saying, okay, what are the habits that make me feel great about myself, and just do those habits, and then build your routine. And then you feel like a success. You become the success that you desire to be. But I hope this video was very helpful to you. I hope that you gained some insight. I do want to know like what routines are you starting, what things have worked best for you. Even if you're a night person, especially the night people, like I said, I'm more so a morning person, but what's a night routine you do? Of course, some people like wind down and reflect on the day, kind of thing. That may be your thing, but what are some things you do? How you start, like how you wind down your night. I will say though, I did try doing at night. I tried doing the thorns and roses every day. Like, what was your thorns today? Like, what didn't go so good? What was a rose for you? And just being like more so positive and reflecting on it. But I do want to know your comments. Please comment below. As always, until next time, remember that pharmacy is unlimited. If you are, now go be great, okay?